everybody. Welcome to Around the League, the return. I am your host, DHC52. Others call me the Beak. Other calls me a jackass. I don't know. I got Ball Game with me here today as normal. How we doing, Ball Game?
All right, there we are. I'm not muted.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. Life's good, bro.
that's
It's
good.
it's been a minute since we did this, so I'm glad we're here.
10
Um,
months. I looked it up this morning. It's been 10 months
that's
since we've done this.
crazy.
My daughter was not even born yet the last time we made this podcast here. Lots going on since we've made it. I do want to take a moment here and congratulate. Pull it up here. I want to congratulate Ash, Fargo, two Super Bowl winners who will remain unnamed, Dice, and default name or Jeremiah for winning the bowl this year. Great job, guys. Hell of a cover. We're kind of crawling to the finish line as it stands right now. Couple things on that. Obviously, I did announce this is going to be the last season of this cover. The winner will receive a copy of the new Madden that comes out. It was voted on by the elite members that if I get enough guys that want to do something else while we wait, the all-time team we'll do that. We'll do a season of that. If I get enough people that want to participate in that, I'll put a poll up here in the next day or two with everybody who wants to do that, just to kind of keep folks busy until next cover. Well, how's the cover been for you, Ball Game? I know you've had some ups and downs.
Man, aside from not really being able to beat you when I should have been beating you, I mean it's been interesting. I'm kind of in a space where as much Madden as I've played over the years and winning and losing is all kind of merged together now at this point. You got to think
Yeah,
I've been dealing with Madden since 95, 1995. So for
that's
me,
ugly shit.
it's just about, being able to provide perspective, right? I'm the OG at this point. I don't think anyone in the league is older than me,
No, I
you
think
know.
you got that title.
Yeah, and my ups and downs have been attributed to the fact that I'm just really and truthfully stubborn, bro. Like I think I can appreciate the passers. All right, hats off to them for wanting to be gunslingers and all that things, but um, I think it steals a person's soul when you punishing them with a run game. You
Yeah,
feel me?
well, 300.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it leaves them feeling kind of dejected. You feel me? When you put
Mm-hmm.
300 on somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's
I do
just my
too.
that's just my mentality, bro.
I
So
do too.
I don't have any. I guess for me also, I've seen so many versions of Madden that I don't get into the particulars of how the game doesn't play.
Mhm.
I just focus my center my attention around how it does play, and then I just change my game style to match that so that I don't get frustrated about what it doesn't do as a video game. And I think some guys put themselves in these spaces where they be over analyzing the game so much that it takes away from their ability to be better. You know,
Right.
and I just refuse to allow myself to do that. I'm just gonna punish you. I'm gonna play,
Well,
and we're gonna play tough defense, and then we're gonna let the chips fall as they may. So
there's a middle ground between Madden and real life. I mean, you can
yeah,
put real life stuff in there, but at the end of the day, it's Madden. You can only make it as real as it's going to be. Which,
yeah,
I took a surprising step this year. I did a lot better than I have in previous covers. This year, not so much, which everybody knows. I legit just got burnt out on this game
yeah.
after the season before last. I mean, I made the playoffs and then lost to the Seahawks in the playoffs, but there has been no will for me to play this season at all. Which I've been on. Let's see, it was two vacations. One was a work trip, but still at the beach. So just been a lot going on for me, and then Charlotte as well. But
You need your
you know,
breaks, man. You need your
yeah,
breaks.
yeah. But I did make a bowl. Hashtag my resume is better than Jack's. This cover. I just go ahead and put that out there. When you see this, just know. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. I think we really hit a decent groove this cover. Not a lot of issues as far as rules and everything like that goes. We had a couple
Clowns.
scoring things that happened.
Yeah,
100+ point games, which I mean it's whatever. I added in that other rule, and I don't really know that. I don't like it as much, but when somebody trying to score 100 is, there's a point where you take your foot off the gas.
Yeah. I think there's always a space where the person realizes, okay, I don't really need to do this, and then you got to be a different. For me, you got to be a different type of asshole to just continue to want to do that to someone, especially when you know you've already beaten them down. Like, it's one thing to beat somebody down and stand over them, but then you want to turn and sideways kick them in the gut.
Yeah.
Continually kick them, and then that's saying more about who you are and who you're not as a person than anything else at that point. It ain't even about that other person that you just beat anymore. Okay, that person's where they are, but now you've taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah. And that particular person's no longer with us. So, and I don't talk bad about nobody. I don't try to do that.
I do.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. But there was no call for what he did, and then what ended up being his demise was that. And I gave him every opportunity in the book to come back to.
All you had to do was just man up.
That's all he had to do. So
yeah, I think it's funny too, though. Like, he never beat me.
Yeah.
Right. And there's one thing, and I don't at any point regard myself as being one of the top guys. Right? Some other people might say that because I do what I do, but you didn't beat me, and you didn't beat a lot of the top guys like that. But then you want to go try to do that against somebody that you knew without shadow out, still kind of working through the nuances of the game. You know what I mean? And then you want to walk around with your chest out like you just did something, and then. I don't get down with that type of stuff. That's clown behavior to me. So
he lost to me in my bowl run too. I mean, that's what it is. He lost to me in my Super Bowl run too. Right. Cool. 17-14. I had like 95% of the game time of possession on my side in that game too.
Couldn't stop the run. He couldn't stop the run and save his life.
Yeah. Man, I wanted that bowl. And then I ran into somebody who I knew was not gonna. Yeah, which he left too. He's not in here no more either. But
so let's talk. And I don't think it's no shade intended. I just think Mark had a little different outlook. Right? We built him up in terms of his name. Right? And that kind of spoke for itself. Right? Like over in I won't do this but once. Over in LOB, I played him in a Super Bowl and won. Right, so that's why he gained my respect, and I gained his respect. So if you would watch the screen, I like to watch like the interactions. He never would shoot at me because I've seen him on that platform, and I beat him there. You feel me?
Right.
And then go ahead.
No. I was agreeing with you. Keep going.
I think the thing was that like the allure of who he was and the name preceding him had a lot of guys also buying into that, and he did a good job. I don't fault him for, I guess, riding the wave of that, right? But even if you are at that stature and you are that good, there's certain ways that you just conform to the group so that you're not an outlier, and then he would still be here if he just respected the space, but he didn't.
Well, when it comes to Mark and Hurton, same guy, but he was an original member.
Yep.
He's won how many? Like 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And he would probably never have left if what transpired had never transpired. Everything that happened, I don't need to get into all that. But when I first became the commissioner, had a mishap with him, made a mistake, and he decided he wanted to leave, and that was totally on to him. And I messaged him, I guess, a season or two before he came back in and asked him if he wanted to come back in. No hostility, everything's forgiven on both sides. Brought him back in, and he was cool, but he was like feeling himself, he was talking himself up, and he was the best thing since sliced bread.
Yep.
And shout out, he came in and won a Super Bowl. I mean, he did what he does. And he for whatever reason, after he lost to Walt, he decided he was going to pack it up because that loss was not pretty. Yeah. and and I don't know him personally. I don't know. I really don't even know how old he is. I think he's about my age, or maybe
Well, he's
just a
like
tiny bit
25.
younger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
So I think
But
I think for me, the biggest disappointment was the fact that I talked to him offline, and the biggest thing was is that he just didn't he wouldn't accept what part he had played.
yeah.
You feel me? And I think as a man, right, as we grow and we find our purpose and we move on and become truly grown men, right, you have to be able to acknowledge where you were wrong and how you wrong, how how you were wrong in a situation, and him not being willing to do that. That just kind of bothered me,
Yeah.
and it bothered me from a sense that I don't know him like I know some other guys, but I know Marge. Like me and Marge my dog. Like Marge called me
Yeah.
right now. I gotta go. I'm going to go check on Marge type of thing.
Right.
You feel me? But like we've had conversations where I've offered a lot of insight and a lot of advice to him behind the scenes about things that he had questions about, and it just bothered me that he wouldn't accept his role in that type of thing. And I was like, damn, bro, that's just different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after a while, even though some guys will say, "Oh, it's just a Madden," no, this becomes larger than just Madden, bro. Especially when you start seeing people start dropping tidbits of their life and looking for advice and offering advice and what I'm saying, just talking about their day to days and how things are going on. It's bigger than just Madden.
Yeah.
So you start to really get a feel and to some degree care about how people are going about doing things, even just in this
Yeah.
space and outside of it. And I he just never really wanted to fit into that mold, I guess, because he
We have
always wanted to.
we've
I'm better
created
than them.
something here that's not just Madden.
Right.
It started as that,
Yeah.
and you got guys in here posting pictures of themselves and their day
That's
to day,
the
what they're
comfortability of
doing.
it all too, if you think about it, right? Because it's not
Yeah.
common for grown men to be posting pictures of
Yeah. No,
themselves. You know,
it's not.
I
No.
mean, they're comfortable. They're comfortable in this space. They're
Yeah.
okay with the ridicule or a slight ridicule that comes with people making jokes and gestures,
Hmm.
jest
Well,
about who they are. But it's not anything malicious. You're not really
no.
saying it then other than just for comic relief. You feel me?
Right. I mean, there's a name beside my name right now that
The
says the
beak.
Beak. I don't know how that shit caught on, but it stuck too. Shout out Big Jers. um, but yeah, I mean, and hell, I mean, I saw it was probably been 2 or 3 weeks ago. Jax was asking you for investment advice. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it's more than Madden, and now, there's let me check. There's 61 members in this Discord. 61.
That's what's
Now,
up.
some of that is due to the other league that I'm running that people tend to not like some of them, but
Oh, the WWE.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Which it's cool, it's whatever. But this was always intended to be a space, a family type environment, and I think I've done a good job of succeeding as far and as everybody else who's bought into that. Now,
I would take
you
my
know,
hat off to you in a bit. Yeah,
yeah,
what you've been able to accomplish thus far, man, has been um, actually impressive.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Now, listen, I what's his name? Cause, the 49ers user. Listen here. He stalked my ass and found pictures of my graduation. He found pictures of me when I was like 16, 17 years old. I don't know what the hell that's about,
Yeah,
but
on your head, huh? He on your-
this dude was posting pictures of me when I had glasses on.
Oh man,
Like, I haven't wore glasses in
you
like
gotta be careful
6
out here in
years.
these social media streets, man.
The funny thing is, I don't have social media. This dude found it off of YouTube and my Huddle account and everything else. I don't
Yeah,
out, outside of the league Twitter and
they're
the
doing
league,
deep
like,
dives and shit,
yeah,
bro. Who he
yeah,
work for? What top secret clearance that fool got? What's going on with him? We might need to be watching him.
yeah. No, they're cool dudes, man. They run the next gen league, the dev league, as a lot of people call it. And man, they did a hell of a job this year. It's shut down now, which it's hard when you start something new like that to get a
Yeah.
core guy and stuff. But they did good.
I had to
Um,
get my get back on him, man. I took him for granted the first time I played him. Motherfucker had Milrow out there looking like an athletic Tom Brady against me, bro. beat my ass, bro. I was like, no, sir. That thing stuck with me. So next time I saw him, I had to run it up, man. I had to really put my foot on his neck. You know, what I mean? I got my leg back. That's all I cared about. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can. If somebody beats me, right? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. The only reason I really don't even be fresh, I know I'm on a tangent right now, but I gotta get this off my chest, bro.
Go ahead.
Cowboy, man. Fourth quarter rubbed me wrong. He rubbed me wrong, bro, because he seems to always forget how many beatings he's taken in the past, bro. You feel me? And then like this was down year cover wise for me, and he be rubbing it up, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we played 7 seasons now, and I got 3 division championships. He has 2, and Jerz has 2. So who's still on top, really? If we really talking about the stuff that matters the most, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you got more, and I would venture to say you got more playoff appearances than both of them.
do.
Yeah. Now,
the
listen,
games that matter the most, I got more wins than those. You feel me?
I do want to say, fourth quarter got his very first road to the Super Bowl playoff victory this cover. So let's go ahead and put that out there. Congratulations to him. Now, Jers, you tanked for 2 seasons, and you ain't hardly done shit in the playoffs. I don't want to hear your ass talk no more.
Shout out to his rock, huh? Yeah, whatever.
Shout out my rock. Yeah. Yeah, shout out my rock. Oh, man. That's great stuff. Oh, me.
Oh, yeah. And I noticed you woke up the other morning with violence on your mind because these loudmouth can't keep a secret dudes be talking about things they shouldn't be talking about in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
My golly, bro, how hard is it just to be?
I've said that about 10 different times. 10. I've also said, don't talk in the selection chat. What do they continue to do? They keep talking in the selection chat. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, though. I do want to say a thank you to everybody who has joined the Elite program and subscribed to that. Yeah, it's the cheapest I could possibly make it. And you know, it's gonna hopefully help us give away some more shit.
Cost, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we can do some cash prizes and that kind of thing. It won't be much because you know
I'm not trying to turn this into a money league.
Yeah, no, I ain't turning nothing into no money league. It's $4. It's the cheapest I can make it, and Discord takes half of that anyway. So you know, but it's gonna be something.
It'd be funny though. Motherfucker tomorrow. Yeah, out here taking vacation on our money.
Yeah, because that $45 that I'm getting from that shit, that I don't know who it was who said that. The first
like really, bro.
$45 won't pay for my drinks at dinner, dude. Like, what are we doing on vacation? Come on, man.
Some of the things, bro. These cats, man, be killing me, man. Like, I gotta tell you this too, man. The funniest thing I heard all season, I mean, all this cover has been when Jerry's called, fourth quarter, you French fuck. You wee motherfucker. Like, oh, what the hell, man? And then he does the fourth quarter does have that mustache. Gets like a
freak. Man, when Jersey fourth quarter get to going, that is the best comedy you can make. I don't care what's on TV.
I gotta get these cats a mic, man. Get them on stage, bro, against each other, man. That shit would be hilarious, bro. We could make some money off of that, man.
Man, I tried to get Jers to be a guest today, and I sent him everything, and he hasn't said nothing back.
Probably still sleeping.
Well, he was on earlier, and he responded. Yeah, and then I sent him the link or whatever to download this on his phone, real easy, but he hasn't said nothing back to me. I was trying to get us a little guest on here, him and Jeremiah. I tried to get him on here too, and he said he would do it, but he hasn't responded this morning yet. So
is Raiders? He giving him the win or what, bro?
Yeah. Raiders is giving him the win. He got assigned. He got a new assignment at work, so he hasn't been very available
I gotta play him. I gotta play him over there. And LOB for the Super Bowl. So
yeah, good luck. Everything over there going good?
yeah, they're about ready to do the Mars likes to do the reboots. So the team selection thing is happening right now where the guys are going through picking their new teams
Yeah,
for the next couple months, I guess, and then we'll redo it again when
yeah.
26 drops. But yeah, he likes to keep it going cover to cover to cover. So
Yeah, that's typically what I like to do. I mean, it's just I don't know, and maybe a reboot is something that we may consider. You know, it might be something we do. Um,
I was that damn Falcons team right now, current Falcons team right now, and RTCF, man, that was 99, 99, 99, bro.
that thing's stacked out, dude.
Like,
That thing is
damn.
stacked. That thing
Dude
is.
did. That one thing dude did is amazing. He did an amazing job of building that team because shit,
He
anybody
did.
can run that squad. I was looking at that roster like, good lord.
Yeah, yeah. And the guy who took over the Falcons, I've watched him play. He's not a bad user at all.
I'll beat his ass.
What was the score to y'all's game?
I caught him. He caught me slipping too the first time. I think it was like week 3. He got me, slipped me. I threw 6 picks in that game. After trying to air him out, I beat it. He conceded yesterday with like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was 49-14.
See, I did the opposite with you. You caught me slipping in the very first game we ever played. Beat my ass 72-7 or some shit.
You remember that?
Yeah. Why do you think I got my get back all them times? I couldn't let that slide, G.
The motivation's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, next time we play, though, remember to guard that seam.
I got you. You know, whenever I see 5 wide now, I ever see anybody come out of an empty set, that's the first thing I go and I double up and make sure that my safeties are good now to play the seam and, you know what I'm saying, that trip side. Yeah, I haven't given that much all season.
Man, I'm a little sad that I ain't going to have Puka next cover. Just a little. I've had him now for 2 covers. That dude is a stud.
Yeah.
He does well. But
I gotta find me a new Brian. I gotta find me a new Brian Robinson.
You'll find him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find him.
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay with the team that you selected. I don't think that's a big secret.
I'm gonna get rid of a lot of them pieces, though.
Do what?
I'm gonna get rid of a lot of them pieces. I want to build through the draft. So, you know, I got guys already coming and knocking. So I'm gonna let them make their offers and see what's going on. I just need a couple things, man. As long as I got a quarterback that can throw, you know what I'm saying, maybe 15, 20 yards down the field.
Yep.
A running back that can break a couple tackles here and there, and an O-line that'll give me, just don't get me killed. I'm good on offense. Defense, that's where I want to be at. That's why I want to strangle people out. I got the number 3 defense right now in the league, so.
You always have a top 5 defense. I mean, there's never a season where you don't have a top 5 defense. I'll tell you somebody who's playing really good defense, and I'm going to make his head even bigger, but Jack has played some very good defense.
Who you going to say that? Yeah, I can't. And nothing I can say about it, too. You're right, man. He done got dialed in with them damn Chargers for sure.
The last 2 seasons, I think he's had the number 1 defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, so shout out to him for playing that good defense. Now, listen, somebody in the AFC need to beat his ass, though, because I got a bet with him that he ain't winning no bowl, and I ain't trying to give him another Madden cover. So somebody –
I think we got, over here on this side, as officially now, I'll be playing the Panthers the next round. And then you got George playing the Packers.
Yep.
One of the four of us can clip him. I'm confident in that. So,
well, I'm just going to go ahead and make my predictions now. I think you and Dice play in the NFC Championship game. And on the AFC side, I don't know how the bracket shapes out, but if I'm right, it'll be Titans, Chargers.
Yep.
AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
So that's what I think we're getting towards there. And to be honest with you, any one of those 4. Yeah, one of those 4 could get there.
Dice finally got his first win against me last season. I gotta put belt to ass though. Everybody gotta get belt to ass going forward. I gotta get me 1, bro. I can't leave this cover without getting 1. Like in here
there.
anyway. Yeah,
You there? How many NFC title games have you played in?
This will be if I make it to this one, this will be the third one.
Third one, because you played me, and then you played who?
I played who was before you? I played you.
Was it Bucks?
Yeah.
In the
Ian.
first season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah.
I like his game too.
He plays football.
Yeah.
He plays football.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
he don't play Madden.
Yeah.
I like that. Which he's been a little quiet the last couple seasons, but
so you can tell the guys that I don't know. I don't want to make this statement, but I got to make this statement. You can tell the guys that have played some form of football at a high level, right? And then you can tell the guys that just play Madden, right?
Yep.
Because I watch a lot of the streams too, and I see guys in there and the coaches' suggestions. That tells me really and truthfully, and you really ain't looking at down the distance. You're just looking at, you let the computer pick it for you.
Yeah.
Nothing against that, but no, that's not how footballers really play. Most football people, they have a strategy, right? And they stick to that strategy until you make them shift that strategy.
They got their script, and they're going to be there until you make them go off script.
Yeah. And I have a script.
Me too.
You got to make me come off of it. You have to make me come out of it. Otherwise, I'm going to stick to it.
If I don't have 25 carries in a game, you done something to get me away from that.
You already know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. Where do you think I learned the school of running? I studied with these eyes. I studied. And speaking of people who do very well as far as intellectually with the game of football, Titans use Jeremiah. I watch him on stream when he's streaming, and the route concepts that he makes is absolutely ridiculous. He's
gonna have a post. He's gonna have a post and a streak somewhere on the field every play, which is hard to deal with, huh?
It's pull routes. They're pulling them away,
all the way.
Yep.
And his defense is nice too, because I think what he does as a defense, because he's a DB, so he understands all the rules associated with the zones. So what he does a lot of times is he creates trap coverages, where then he makes it look the same, but then he's got a guy underneath the route and a guy over it. And if you don't hit it right in that pocket, somebody's gonna pick it off. Because he don't care about giving you yardage. He cares more about just keeping you from scoring so he can get the ball back. Because he want to be on offense.
Yep. So. And he does a great job at it, and he's very well at adapting too. In that playoff game last year against Jackson, he was not. Jackson was stopping his throw. I mean, he was absolutely shutting it down, and then he just started handing the ball off, and I think he ran for 285. That's not what he did that year, because Drew, his quarterback, had 100+ passing touchdowns, probably the greatest single season by a quarterback in our history, and he just went away from that and ran for 285 and won the game.
With Ollie.
Yeah, with Ollie. That's right. Yeah, and he just adapted to it, and that's just smart football. That's what you got to do. To take that step, you've got to be able to adapt.
Yeah,
you've got to be able to do things that you're not comfortable necessarily doing 24/7.
It's boring running the ball. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not when you get hit and you can throw that stiff arm out there and the dude go flying and then you just take off for another 25, 30 yards.
Everybody who says running the ball is so easy don't know how to run the ball.
That part.
Yeah, because it's not just picking a run play and hitting X to height. I mean, you ID a Mike.
You gotta know. You gotta ID the Mike. You gotta know who to double team. You gotta know to stay off of the acceleration button, because if you accelerate too fast trying to get through the hole, the blocker, the DT or whoever it is gonna shed the block and tackle you right there. It's you gotta patience.
Yeah,
you gotta be patient to run the ball.
Yep. And 4 yards of carry is what you want. That's all you need. That's
it.
I mean, the nice little 30-yard gains are cool, but 4 yards of carry, keep the other offense off the field, you're good. I mean, that's what I did.
I dragged my nuts over for a quarter head, bro. 307 on him.
The fourth quarter slander today is crazy.
And $100. And it's $100. Took his money too. But it's all fun. It's all fun and game between us, man. I think in reality, if I look back over it, the best divisional battles I've had in Madden period was with him and Judge, man. Just
Y'all have a fun division this year.
Yeah, but we gotta get away from each other, man. That shit's toxic. It's time to go spread the love to somebody else, bro. I am so sick of them dudes, man. Both of them. I'm sick of them. They gotta go. Get the hell away from me. You feel me?
I get it. Hey, after you've played somebody so many times, it's like, man, it's tired of this.
Yeah.
But and I think some of the divisions are shaking up as far as what we have now, as far as the elite guys who've chose their teams. I mean,
it's gonna be some battles, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I'm excited to see how the team selection goes for next cover. Which
when are you actually doing it?
That's what I was about to touch on. So either probably going to try to do like the end of this month, or maybe sometime in the middle of June, somewhere in there.
Okay.
It's going to be a live stream. That way everybody can watch it live. That way nobody thinks no funny business is going on with the wheels and stuff. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to set that up and how I'm going to get everything on there. I have to figure that out. Probably have to use this somehow, but yeah, it's going to be a live stream. So when that happens, I'll announce a time. Everybody who's left will need to be there because once your name gets selected, you have 3 minutes.
Right.
You have 3 minutes to choose your team.
Right. So
it's wheel spin, team select, or whoever gets picked, and you got 3 minutes to make your selection, or your name gets added back to the wheel, and we go on.
Okay.
So that's how we're going. That's how we're going to do that. I'll update everybody with a date and a time. That way, you have multiple days or weeks to plan for that. And if you're not going to be able to make it, at least I can. If you're not going to be able to in the stream, if you get picked, I can shoot you a message and say, "Hey, you're on the clock. Try to pick your team."
Right.
That's the way we're going to do that. As far as either a reboot or the all-time teams, don't know exactly what I'm going to do there with that. Probably once the Super Bowl gets played, we're going to have a week to a week and a half maybe of just a lull period where nothing's going to be going on to try to figure that out. Yeah, everybody breathe for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And we'll figure something out, whether it's a reboot or an all-time team. Right now, the vote is for the all-time team, but I think what we're going to run into on the all-time team is I don't think we're going to have enough people that want to do that. Truthfully, just gauging from the temperature of when it's been said in the chat, don't know if we're going to have a.
My only fear is if you reboot. Okay, you can let them reboot. We can do a reboot, but make sure it's not a reboot with the teams that people are selected for 26.
Yeah, and see that's
so that way we don't get burnt out on.
Right, and that's my reservation on doing a reboot because I don't want people to get burnt out like that, and I think a lot of people this cover, especially this season, got burnt out. We went from an activity level of advancing every 24 to 36 hours to taking 50. I mean, it was 50, 56 hours. We weren't advancing on time.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
Moving forward, though, is regardless, no matter what, stick to the script so that way they have to find other things to do until advances happen. Because when you get people accustomed to, like let's say they shoot through the games, right? And even though say 80% of the games is complete, whenever we advance early, they get to expecting that we're going to advance early. And then when we don't, that's when all the chaos happens. You got to get people, you kind of have to force a balance on people, is what I'm saying. So that way they know that the structure is going to stay the structure regardless. And if we do that, then there's no room for anybody to complain about it because without a doubt, hey man, I played early. I got time to go do something else. All right, I gotta find something else to do with myself. You feel me?
Right, and that may have been part of the.
We made it. Yeah, we made it.
Because from last cover to this, I mean, we had great activity last cover. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
This cover activity was off the charts as far as game. I mean, we would have nights where we advance at 8, and over half the games are played and done by 10.
Right.
Which is spectacular. It's what I want. But
then when it gets in those other pockets where people have stuff going on and we can't get to all that activity, that's when we got someone to complaining like, oh, what's taking so long? Like,
Yeah,
well, if it's
exactly.
48, it's 48.
Because,
I mean?
yeah, this cover, if this wouldn't be the last season, we were on pace to do 10 seasons, 11 seasons. That's a lot. That's a lot of Madden for a cover. I mean, I don't know of many leagues who do that many seasons. Especially,
I think most probably wind up doing reboots after about 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
The fact that we've made it to 7, that's a testament to to you for running the way you run it, for us being a part of keeping it together, and for the guys that we've had and that we have here. Right. I mean, I think everybody that's here loves the game.
Yeah.
Right.
I
They
think
may be a little
everybody.
burnt out on their teams, but for say they still want to play.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's one of those things. I don't like doing reboots because if you spend 5 or 6 seasons building your team, 4 or 5, whatever it is, you don't want to lose that.
Right.
You've built your team up to a 95 plus overall. You've made great decisions. You're not in cap hell. I want to reward users for building teams. I do not want to reward users for blowing up a team to make it 99 overall, but past that season, you can't do anything else. You're negative $100 million in cap. So that's why I'm normally against reboots. This cover has been a little different because Burnout was wild. I mean, the amount of weeks this season alone that we had where half of the games weren't played. You see it in the walls, you see it in the writing. It's there. Not everybody's going to vocalize it. Not some are more vocal than others.
That's true.
But it's one of those things, man. You come to expect it a little bit. Even last cover, that very last season we had, where we just simulated all the way to
the end.
Yeah. So it happens every year. Sometimes it happens earlier.
That's the asterisk season where the current Jets user now, right? He won, right?
No, so it was the Jets team, but it was Walk. It was Walk.
Who was Walk?
He was the Falcons. He was the user.
Oh, there's a guy that I didn't count that. Yeah, I didn't count that.
Yeah, but it's cool, man. I think where the league is at this point in time is wonderful. I think we've established a great foundation and a great core of users.
Who bought the Falcons user in?
Pats.
Pat.
Yeah, that was his
out here too. Nah,
hey, he's playing in the playoffs right now in Korea. Leave him alone. Melo doing his thing. Oh man, but it's a testament to where the league is at, to all the users that we got, because
you're gonna have people you're gonna have people knocking on the door trying to get in soon.
I do.
Yeah.
Every other day when. So I don't know how they find me. I really have no idea how they find me.
Travel, listen, bro. Quality leagues are hard to find, and when people hear about things, and you got it up on Twitter, up on X and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's what people will covet. People will covet consistency. They will covet, structure. They want to be in a space that's not the wild, wild west, where guys are consistently able to just get away with whatever they want to do and have a whole bunch. Because you can go play head to head anytime, and that's that's the wild, wild west. I have zero desire to do any of that. So I always see people talking about, you beat me here in CFM, but let's go to the head to head. But CFM is where it's at anyway. So why I want to go over there to the all pro world when it's all Madden over here? Like, make it make sense, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I boot up Madden to play CFM. Do not boot up Madden to play Ultimate Team.
Nope.
I do not boot up Madden to play online head to head.
Yep.
I like CFM, and secondly, those Ultimate Team and those head to head games are comp play style.
Yeah.
That is the worst damn play style.
I can't stand it, bro.
It's awful. It's awful. Anyway,
it's about the user. Bullshit.
No, that's just a more form of an archaic game.
That's it.
I don't.
Well, see, the thing was, is like I remember when they started live streaming like the big tournaments, right?
Oh yeah, MUT
And
champions and all that
the
good stuff.
championships and all that stuff. And one of the biggest complaints that they had from people were that the defenses were stifling the offenses. So they came up the next year with that competition mode,
Yep.
which it dumbs down. Essentially, it dumbs down the defense and enhances the offenses. That's why you start seeing the scores because they were looking at viewership. They were thinking, well, ain't nobody want to sit and watch a 17-14 Super Bowl, right?
50-48 sounds a lot better.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
they intentionally went and did that, and then they boost up the cards so that the defensive side actually has a chance. But really and truthfully, if you play comp, you know without a shadow of a doubt that the offense is way more fluid than the defense is.
It is. The only thing that gives the defense even a smidge of a hope are the abilities that they put on those cards. That you got Lurker for a linebacker, and that dude can jump 30 feet in the air
exactly.
to grab a ball.
So when you think about it in terms of like what they were really doing, they had to basically go and cheat for the defense to be able to keep up with the OP offenses that they gave people.
Yeah.
And I have no desire to do that. If my guy can't jump, and listen, if I know I'm playing somebody and they got 5 wide receivers on the field, I'm not coming out in 3-4. Football basics 101. Yeah, gotta match the personnel. If you come out in 5 wide, you're gonna see quarter. You're gonna see dime. You might even see dollar, depending on how strong my defensive front is. But in the same sense, I'm not gonna have my linebacker out there trying to cover the seams with slot receivers. That's just stupid football.
Yeah, it's just goofy.
But and MUT.
Yeah,
see it all the time because.
Well, and they also make those linebacker cards, and it's like Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
That's like,
yeah.
I mean, in real life,
Ronnie Lott at middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
I saw a card, man. It was William the Refrigerator Perry. He played quarterback.
Yep. I just watched Kiev playing Henry in a pickup game like last week sometime, and they both had Perry at their quarterback.
What the hell is that?
I have no desire to do that dumbass shit, man.
No. Well, and I also have a problem with paying that much money.
Oh yeah.
I'm paying $70 for the game.
Yeah.
But now you want me to spend $500 so I can have a team that competes.
Just to have a team. There you go. Just to have a team that can possibly compete. Yeah.
And in a month, that team is outdated. My light is trying to go out.
What's up, Mars? What's up, yo? I don't know if I want to take the Dolphins over there. I don't know. Hold on, bro. Let me see.
You got team selection going on?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna see because I don't know if I want the Dolphins. I'm thinking about going with the Panthers.
Panthers are a good squad.
Let me see. Where the picture at? I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good, brother. I'm seeing if Big Jers has accepted my invite or not, and he has not.
I just need to see who took. Oh man. Okay, so we got Browns.
This is live footage right here, guys. Ball game, the selection.
Yeah, let's see. Pedianto took the Falcons. Somebody else took somebody. Who else took? Nah, man. Yeah, give me the
Falcons are a good squad over there. Just saying.
Damn. Yeah, Benny took them, man. I was gonna see what all the hype was about that y'all be going back and forth about.
Man, we had a great draft over here in Atlanta. I was very, very happy with that. Everybody was shitting on the trading back up into the first round to get James Pierce. I do not care.
I ain't see an issue with that, to be honest.
We needed edge, and we got 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Got 2 with a ton of upside to them too.
We also got Billy from Oklahoma.
I did see that.
We also got that guy, is his first name Nick Nash, the wide receiver?
Yeah.
He was a drafted free agent. I like that too. I like that a lot. Yeah, they're my dogs next year. Everybody, I mean, it's supposed to be a secret, but everybody knows the Falcons are coming home.
You had already said it though, so
Yeah, I said that from the get go. But yeah, Falcons
I don't have any issues whatsoever with the person that's running the show getting first choice or whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, nobody else putting in. None of us. I mean, even as commission, you putting in the most work. So I think by default that should be a no brainer that you get that you want.
I never got to play with them. I took one for the team at the beginning of this
for the team twice.
Yeah. So I mean, regardless of anything, I was taking the Falcons, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
I ain't mad at that.
Now I gotta have to do something with damn Kirk Cousins bum ass, but Michael Penix, we're gonna do something unless Jers or somebody, somebody wants to trade me a quarterback for old 9-ball. I may consider it because left-handers are not typically what I like, and Jers already said he wanted 9-ball, so we might.
I should take the Steelers.
Steelers are fun.
You know what? No, I'm gonna take the Chargers. I'm gonna go with
Chargers are fun. Didn't Herbert just get a bag from them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. Yeah, I just don't want to have to be dealing with the Dolphins next season.
Yeah, I got that. Hey, it's damn, what's his name? Shit. Is I'm drawing a blank. Your quarterback, Mr. Concussion.
Oh, Tua.
Yeah. Is he the future? We going with him or what?
Yeah. Well, here's okay. So let me give you my thought processes on this. Right. I think that when he got hurt in college, right, he came out with this understanding of he was a little behind everybody else because they had already had that whole season that he didn't get. Right. The Dolphins brought him on late, put him in a couple games at the end of the season and whatnot. He showed some flashes and things of that nature. Going into the next year, I think what they did, the biggest mistake they did was let Robert Hunt leave, because anybody that understands football truly knows that in order for your quarterback, who is a little undersized, he's not 6'5", he's not 6'6" like a lot of these other guys, the offensive line has to be your most valued and most prized positions, right? And they didn't do that. They didn't covet and then hold on to guys. Like they let Robert Hunt go to the Carolina Panthers. He was our best offensive lineman. Austin Jackson was still learning the position because they drafted him at 18 the year prior in the league. I mean, in the draft. But he had a lot of growing he had to do because of the bone marrow situation that he had with giving it to his sister. You feel me? So he was weak. And then they just never built the line up properly. So, when the line breaks down, quarterback, the immediate impact is he's going to either fight or flight. So Tua is to get out of there. And,
he ain't the most athletic guy in the world either.
Didn't make smart decisions. So, do I believe that he can be the guy? Yes. But he still has some growing to do because at the end of the day, he's never really had an offensive line in front of him that he can trust. So that entire unit has to grow together. You feel me? And I just don't know. I really don't know right now at this point with Mike McDaniels, having preferential treatment going on because you've already jaded yourself against Jalen Ramsey, who is your best defender, a defensive player right now, name wise. How much success they're gonna really be able to have because things have to be done a certain type of way. And you as a head coach, you set the tone for that. And if you know that Tyreek Hill has broken team rules and you didn't punish him, but then you turn around and Jalen broke one and you punish Jalen, you're going to have a divide. And that's what the Dolphins are dealing with right now. So their issue is bigger than Tua. I think when healthy, Tua's a top 10 quarterback, right? I mean, it's undeniable his accuracy and his timing and how he can throw off platform and things of that nature. But durability is going to always be a concern just because of the fact that he's always injury prone. Just the nature of him being an undersized Samoan.
You've got that tag now.
Huh?
He's got that tag now.
There's no way for him to, and that was a concern. Even in college, he was nicked up a bit. You know what I mean? So that's going to stay with him. But he just got to figure out now. He's got to do what LeBron has done. Invest your money into your body.
Yep. Big
to
time.
ensure that you can sustain and last, and you know what I'm saying, and make people a believer, right? Because I'm a skeptic. I'm not a big quarterback guy at all. I believe that quarterback needs to be capable, but if you got a good offensive line, you got good receivers, and you got a good run game, you can win games, and you can win enough games, especially if your defense is on par with your offense or better, to have you in the late game. You know, and I just relying on one player to take you over the top. I think that's a bad. That's always a bad.
It's a team game at the end of the day. One guy,
Exactly.
can't, one guy can't do it all.
Right.
So I like Tua. I'm afraid he's one more concussion away from retirement.
Yeah.
Really and truthfully, but I like the team. I mean, it's a fun team on paper. It really is a fun team on paper.
Speed everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. They're a fun team to watch, regardless of when.
What are you doing?
Yeah, my damn light is damn flickering and it's about to go off. I don't need some more of y'all to subscribe so I can fix my light. Oh man. Oh, that's great.
That's funny.
That's pretty good stuff.
Ain't gonna run with that one.
Oh yeah, I'm giving them a little juice to go with that one. But man, I'm glad we're able to get back on and do this. Hopefully, we can consistently do it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I have a daughter, and she takes up a lot of my time, and I am very proud to say that.
Hey man, I defend you to the hip, bro. When you become, if most of these cats, if they got children, they understand that kids become priority one, and if you are a girl dad first, that shit is doubled up 10 times. Yeah. It's doubled up. Like
she's the best thing to ever happen to me. I was telling Ball Game before we came in here. She said her first words, and they were "Dad, Dad, I'm on top." But anyway, I'm obviously continue to do everything for this league that I do, to continue to grow the community, to continue to make it the best place possible to be at. I appreciate every single one of you here that take their time to chat with everybody and for the most part be friendly. There's some scuttles that happen, but it's all fun. Obviously, I will update everybody at the end of this season with what we're going to be doing and how we're going to do it. Just fully expect about a week to a 2-week lull period after the Super Bowl. And we will go from there. Ball Game, you got anything you want to end with?
Nah, man, just good luck to the remaining participants in the playoffs. Just know, old man still got some gas in the tank, so I'm gonna be giving. I think I said I got Kai. I got Kai next round, so
let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yep. The winner of the Super Bowl will be DM'd by me to figure out what form of payment you want. I say it's a copy of Madden. You're going to get $70. Honestly, if you want to buy the copy of Madden, you're more than welcome to buy cocaine or whatever the hell you want to do. But you're getting the equivalent to a copy of Madden.
Copy of Madden.
Yeah. I'll be in touch with the Super Bowl winner. Everybody have a great rest of their day. If anybody needs anything, got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Ball Game, I'll see you next time, brother.
All right, bro.